Alexis on fire.
Scientist.
Wolf Mother, Finger 11.
Anti-flag.
Lily Allen.
Chaos.
And you're watching the Adlercast.
How you doing? Welcome to the Adlercast. My name is Adler. You know, typically speaking, when a young artist signs with a big record label, they pretty much do whatever the label tells them. Generally that means getting them into a recording studio and putting something down on tape that they can then go out and sell in CD form, right? Hard goods. Well, today's artist wasn't having that. Instead, what she did was she went and took the songs that she wrote, that she recorded, and she took them and she put them on Myspace. And I'll tell you, people freaked out about it. An unprecedented amount of buzz. Myspace has never seen anything like it, and I really do believe that it got people thinking differently about how to promote new and upcoming artists. Today, we've got the Myspace phenom known as Lily Allen on the Adlercast.
You wrote about, was it 3 different breakups on this album? Do you ever talk to them about the album since it's come out? Has there been any contact?
I actually really hate all of them, so I don't really want to talk to them because it makes revenge kind of sweeter. They can look at me being really successful, flying around the world, and I don't even have the time to talk to them anymore. No, they're all assholes.
Fair enough.
Funnily enough, I don't actually listen to the record.
Really?
Okay, there's nothing I hate more than listening to myself sing.
Really?
It makes me feel really sick.
Why?
I don't know. If you don't like looking at a picture of yourself, I just don't really like it. You know, I was having a really tough time writing songs and stuff, and I didn't feel like I was doing anything, like getting anywhere. I already had my record deal, but I kind of needed to finish the album, but I just couldn't write anything at the time. So I made these mixtapes and printed up, I think, 200 copies of each of my mixtape, and used to hand spray the front of them, like did these stencils and stuff, and put out bulletins on Myspace saying, you know, I've got these mixtapes if anyone wants one, and then people would send me their addresses back, and I'd write down all the addresses and send them off, and that's actually kind of how the word started spreading, because everyone was kind of reviewing these mixtapes.
Obviously with us and what we're doing with Adlercast, we're kind of seeing, I think what you saw, that it is a different kind of audience that checks your stuff out online. It's an attentive audience, and it's a group of people that if they like it, then they pass it along. And I mean, how much more meaningful was it for you to get that kind of attention because people actually liked it and they went out of their ways to spread your music?
Well, it was really good, but then, at the same time, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the internet, because obviously, when things are going well, the word spreads so fast. But, when you're doing interviews and stuff with people, and then someone can write something very negative about you, and as soon as it goes up on the internet straight away, and then suddenly everyone Googles your name, and then there's this negative thing there, and then a million other people are writing about it, and within 3 days everyone hates your guts. So
Yeah.
you have to be really careful. It's a completely different world that we're living in now.
Oh, it totally is. I mean, I kind of look at what you did with blogging as almost being like, you're almost a reality star without being on a TV show. Because it is your reality that these people are checking out every day. And I mean, reading some of your more recent blogs, it almost kind of seems like you're a little tired of the blogging sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I think, at first, the blogging was something I did for fun. The reactions would always be very different, I'd write stuff when I was in a bad mood and when I was in a good mood, and people would react very differently, but now it's just, it's kind of always the same thing. I think, now, that's definitely my fans on my actual website, they get really annoyed if I don't, do a blog every week or a blog every couple of weeks, and it's like, that's not what it was about in the first place. It wasn't about kind of pleasing the audience, it was about pleasing myself, whereas now it's kind of got to be, keep them happy. In fact, the people that don't do that, they're kind of clean, beautiful idiots, have really rubbish music. So, yeah, I'd rather be me than be Jessica Simpson.